think so.
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Daniel, and this is Alex. And today we're going to be holding our first Q&A session for AstroNest. Yay! You excited, Alex?
Very excited.
All right. So I'm currently about level 53 in AstroNest, and yeah, in the old server I'm level 53, and so I'm not like super pro. But Alex, on the other hand, he's what level are you now?
90.
Yeah, Alex is level 90, so he knows a lot of things. And in the Spica server, he's actually ranked in the top 50, right, for the power ranking, right?
That's correct.
Yes, so all the expertise is going to come from here, and I'm just going to read off these questions. So let's get started. Yeah, thank you everyone for commenting on our fan page and putting up these questions. I'm going to start with, let's see, Michael Stein. Michael Stein asked, could you tell us what aliens pop up in which campaign levels and what cube drops happen from which alien fleets? I keep getting double and triple cubes. Would be great if I knew how to avoid that, etc. Okay, Alex, so is there some way that we can tell people which aliens pop up in which campaign levels?
Well, I can't tell that straight out, but some users have made lists. You can find a list on the wiki, Astro Wiki, and we will provide a link later for this. So
yeah, I mean, check out our wiki or check out our user community. There, we have very devoted people there who have chronicled all the alien pop-out scenes. So if you go into our user community and then you go to files, there's going to be a section that says alien. Here. You know what it's called? You know what that file is called?
Something like alien fleet.
Yeah,
operates or something like that.
I think it's made by Shawn Gardner, right?
I think there are a few users that have put it together.
Cool. All right, let's go to the next one. Kyle Ferguson said, I wish I could swap attack and government so bad. He would be useful if he didn't have a super high interest in politics. This is not possible, right?
It's not possible.
Okay, we do, here, as the marketing team, we do believe that govern needs to get some kind of usefulness for battle. That's something we're talking about with the developers all the time, but currently governors, you can't swap stuff like that. Okay, next question. Justin Ramm asked, when are you going to release level 6 Tron parts?
Well, for now, we can't give an answer for this as well, because all in the in-games team, they know about this more. But you will probably see level 6 parts in a later update, but right now we can't give you a straight answer for that.
So no ETA?
Exactly.
Yes. All right. Zack Char Kitchen asked another question. Where's his first question? Another question. I got a loading bar that suggested I try to hire more female heroes. Are they better quality heroes in general? I really don't mind. I would just like to know. Or is this saying I'm not diverse enough? Because 7 of 10 of my heroes are in fact female, so I doubt that's the case. Yes. So how can we answer this question? Are female heroes better than male heroes?
Well, not directly. There's no difference between the two. Like, there's no special bonuses, but there is a quest or a achievement. If you have, I think it's 10 female heroes. If you hire 10 female heroes, you get 10 crystals. And also, like, the best combat hero is a female, the combat master. So,
right. So you all know who Clara is, right? She's you can buy her in the starter pack. She's female, so yeah, and everyone loves her. So that's one sign that female heroes are at least as good as, or better, if not better than male heroes. And like you said before, there is a quest. If you collect 10 female heroes, you get an additional, I think it's a crystal bonus, right? So that's why it's telling you to collect female heroes. No, the game does not check for your male-female diversity or gender equality, things like that. You don't need to worry about stuff like that. Okay, next question by Steve Lee. Destroyer is imbalanced. makes cruisers and battleship useless in this game. Do you have anything we could say about this, Alex?
Well, I wouldn't say destroyers are imbalanced because motherships are actually the ones that are the most used in the higher levels, and people also use cruisers a lot in the higher levels. And while I do agree that battleships are the weakest, is the weakest ship, but there are still some top level players that use battleships as fleets in the background to kill off people.
Okay, great. So yeah, I mean, right now we're just kind of streaming this. We're gonna save this as a YouTube video and post it back up onto Facebook. So no biggie. We're gonna try to hold this on a more regular basis. So if you missed the live stream, it's not a big deal. You can get us next time. But we're hoping next time people can ask questions while we go along, and we can answer them on the spot. All right, let's keep going. Will Smith says, "Yeah, gift all button needed and receive all gifts as well." You agree?
Well, I agree to some extent, but that would be then we would have to change all the gifts and so on. So we have asked the devs about it, but they don't seem too eager about the change for that. So.
Yeah, the one problem about the gift all button would be that it would be a really, really, really efficient way to level up one hero extremely fast. So yeah, I think the developers don't really want to have that kind of mechanic where you can just super level up one hero specifically like that. So I mean, gift all and receive all are important things that need to happen, but I think the developers are looking for a way to maintain game balance and do it at the same time. Okay. Whoa. Let's go to Dwight Ramirez. Dwight Ramirez asked, when you come across a hero that has the all fleet evade skill, does it count just for the ship fleet he is in, or all your fleets with your other heroes, like a defense shield does with your other fleets?
No, it only affects the fleet itself. So that hero's fleet can use any ship, and whatever ship he uses will get a evasion bonus against all weapons.
All right. So instead of thinking of it as all, so it says all fleet evade. It doesn't mean all your fleets. It actually means any fleet evade. So yeah, if you have any hero that has an all fleet skill, it means that that hero is compatible with any type of ship. Whereas something like a battleship master or a battleship analyst or something has a is it battleship analyst? But anyways, a battleship master is specific to battleship usage for that hero. But if you have something that does all fleets, that means that hero can use any type of ship and still maintain those bonuses. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, a defense shield does affect all your fleets, but that is more of like an active skill, right? It's skills and abilities, right? Skills are the active ones, abilities are the passive.
Yeah.
Right. So something like an all fleet evade, that's a passive skill. It's one of your abilities, right? So that's not going to affect everyone. But something like an active skill, like defense shield or beam shield or things like that, those can apply to all your fleets. Okay, Patrick Vance asked, if you have two heroes with all fleet evade skill, do the abilities stack across your fleets, or is one of them redundant?
So this is kind of the same question again. So no, they do not stack across all fleets because it doesn't work that way.
Right. So like the all fleet evade skill is a passive skill, right? That only applies to that hero's fleet. Now, then why does it use the word all? It actually means any. Any type of ship can be equipped onto that hero, and they will have that evade bonus on. It just means that hero is more flexible in what type of fleet you can equip it with. Yeah, but this question actually comes up a lot, and also when we first started playing this game, we had that same question as well. Like, can we stack abilities and things like that? But no, abilities almost never stack, right? Abilities never stack.
They never stack, I believe.
Yeah, abilities never stack. So when you look at your hero box, you have your skill, and then you have your ability. These guys never stack with other heroes. Okay, David Walker says, destroying almost all of an enemy's fleet, but still losing just because time ran out, ... is frustrating. How do you feel about that?
I think it's okay. It works both ways, and in order to fight this issue, I suggest you get a precision fire hero if you have problems with evading heroes or
Precision fire?
Precision fire
Oh.
or explosive fire, and also perfect missiles work.
What do you mean, piercing fire?
No,
Why is precision fire good?
because that increases your accuracy.
Isn't that the double shot? That's
No.
preemptive fire.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Right.
So if you have a problem with one fleet evading forever, I suggest you get perfect missiles or use a hero with explosive fire or precision fire. And if you have problems with motherships being too strong and just resisting everything, I suggest you use a hero with piercing fire.
Piercing fire is awesome. Of course, it's very hard to get. Right? Do you have any piercing fire heroes?
I have one, yes.
Right. So they are like the cream of the cream. They're the best. Okay, Justin Ramm. Wait, didn't he ask another question before? Whatever. That's cool. All right, Justin Ramm. Why does the enhancement requirement jump from 45k to 100k at level 55? And he asked, why isn't there a gift? Okay, he has 3 questions. Let's start with enhancement requirement jump from 45k to 100k at level 55.
I don't actually have an answer for that. It says how it is and how the devs made it.
Yes.
So that's just how it is.
It's how it is. It is how it is. Okay, why isn't there a gift all button yet?
As we explained earlier, it's to prevent the gifting being too powerful. But we do agree with that there should be a gift all button, but then you would have to change the reward and the whole system would have to be remade.
Right. Okay, last one. Why does it seem at level 100 the only strong army is a full destroyer evasion fleet?
I don't agree with this statement. Actually, at level 100, most fleets are using 4 motherships with 1 destroyer. So I don't know if you have experience different from me, but as far as I know, it's usually 4 motherships and 1 destroyer.
Okay, let's see. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Kreisler Büy.
Yeah.
Why? Right. This guy makes great images. Okay, this can get confusing, so bear with me. The basic cannon has 100 weapon range. Missile has 80 weapon range. Beam has 60 weapon range, and fighter has 30 weapon range. But why does the combat range ticker start at 50? And the cannon fires at 45 ticks, missile fires at 41, beams at 37. 45 ticks is taken as 100 range base cannon, etc. How does range and combat ticker work? Oh, someone already answered this question.
According to Shiden Nakajima, it's a timer. It's not range, but those ticks that you see on the top is not. It's not that simple. It works in a slightly different way. I don't exactly know how it works, but it's not straight off ticks. 1 tick does not mean 10 range or something like that.
Right. So, I mean, I think what the Shiden Nakajima guy said was correct. The ticker is time. Yes, not distance.
Might be yes.
Okay, Jeroen Verkroost asks, any chance in the future we can pick a fight with opponents of our choosing and battle for planets they own? That would be cool.
Well, you kind of can fight, pick who you fight, as long as they're
Your ally.
your ally, like through this skirmish. Or then you can also keep refreshing, and you will fight. If the opponent you want to fight is close to your own level, then you should be able to find him, as long as he is not under a shield hiding.
Battle for the planets they own. That would be really cool. I don't think there's any plan to implement something like that into this current iteration of AstroNest. But I mean, the original game 10 years ago, there was all this sort of battling for planets and stuff. So who knows? Maybe in a future version of the game, you'll see something like that. Okay. Lars Leithner asks, does the position of the hero's fleet in a formation make any difference? Let's start with that. This laptop's about to run out of battery. I won't get a charger, so you can just answer.
Yes, it does. So if all the fleets have the same weapon, same range weapon, the attacker will always fire first, starting from the front, and then after the front, it will start from the left. So yeah, and also defensive-wise, the fleet that is in the front the fleet that is in the front will get hit first, and also the one that is closest in the front line. Hope that made sense. So next question: how does govern affect planets? Well, govern increases the efficiency or production of all facilities on the planet, except for the cosmet production. So yeah, it's straight up makes the production better. English needs editing.
Yes.
Yes, it does. It does. We agree, and we hope to edit the English.
But I don't know. Some people seem to like our Konglish. Some people seem to like our broken English. So I'm not sure that all the time. Gift all button. Okay, we already discussed. Range versus clock in battle. Okay, we already talked about that, right? The ticker is time. It's not distance. Don't understand the basis of the fleet scale metric when selecting an opponent in war. Never seem to be able to beat stronger opponents. What exactly is used as the metric for determining stronger and weaker opponents? Is it sheer numbers, or is there a calculation with the heroes involved?
The scale that is shown when you choose targets is it's straight up the size of the enemy fleet. So how much energy the opponent fleet is using. So
it's not durability, it's not attack power. It's just
straight up energy.
Energy consumed dictates how big your fleet is.
Yes.
Okay. So and it doesn't factor in heroes?
No.
No hero abilities, things like that?
No, or ranking or anything like that.
I see. Yes. All right. Next question. What are the tip title and tip content messages at the end of a skirmish? I haven't ever seen anything appear there, and they don't seem to respond to any tapping. What does that mean?
Actually, I tried to do skirmishes before this to see what you meant, but I couldn't see any tip title or tip content messages. But I've seen some tip title content or whatever messages that were empty before as well, and I think it's a bug that appeared after the patch.
So it's a bug. All right. Shiden Nakajima, and I'm really sorry for pronouncing any names incorrectly. My questions are about unclear mechanics, but do weapons ship effects stack? For example, DDs have plus 40 cannon. Okay, destroyers have plus 40 cannon evasion, and cannons have minus 40 DD accuracy. Is there a net minus 80 penalty? Yes. Or the same minus 40 written twice. Is the piercing cannon's effect resistance divided by 2, resistance minus 50, or resistance minus 50 min 0? Oh, That was hard.
The person cannon simply splits the resistance into. So if you have minus resistance, it doesn't affect it. If you have 0 resistance, it does nothing. If you have 50 resistance, it splits it into 25.
Okay, so simply divides by 2. So if you have no resistance, then it doesn't really make any effect, right? Okay. And about destroyers, so a destroyer has a cannon evasion bonus, and then a cannon has a destroyer penalty. So do these come together to create a super bonus penalty?
No.
No.
That's what I've heard from players, and that's what I've experienced as well. Since it's kind of it do not make sense that it would be double.
Oh. I see. But we're not sure.
Not 100% sure, but that's what I've heard from players, and that's what I've experienced as well.
Okay, great. Any chance in the future we can upgrade to a 6-ship fleet? No.
No.
Probably not. Okay, when will you? Okay, Sean Gardner. Sean Gardner's been asking the same question for at least 6 months. When will you update the ally list to show last time gifted instead of last time logged in, so we can keep track of gifters and remove moochers from our lists? Yeah, that should happen. I mean, we've asked the developers to do it. They also are, they have limited resources, limited developing time, so it's on their list. It's just probably not high on their list. Yeah. Okay, next question. Is Kpm male or female?
Yeah, we already answered this question. There's no difference between the two, except for that some female heroes might have better jobs than male heroes.
Well, most combat masters are females. Right?
All combat masters are female. But then again, all ship masters, mothership master, destroyer master, cruiser master, they are all male, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, maybe we could roughly say that females are better attack heroes.
Well, the best attacking hero is a female, yes. Yes.
Clara. Is she the best?
No, but she's a good one.
She's a good one? All right. Who do you think is the best hero?
Well, the best hero is a combat master, which Clara is, so she has the best, like, she has the best type or job or whatever. She has the best ability that you can have for a attacking hero.
Okay, cool. Robert Castiel Scanlan, please PM me if you know anything about the level cap coming off. Okay.
We have no
news yet.
No news for that yet.
But it's probably going to happen someday. I mean, yeah. Probably going to happen. We just don't know when. Okay. Zack, Char Kitchen. Whoa. Okay. It seems I can only beat players that are labeled as weaker than me. What are some tips for better tactics against stronger players? I mean, I think this depends on what level you are, right?
Yeah. And all some things to remember is to remember to enhance the weapon you're using or the fleet type you're using.
Enhance.
And don't spread out your research too much. Try to focus on 1 to 2 weapons and try to focus on 1 fleet type, maximum 2 fleet types. And and also choosing the correct formation for your fleet. If you focus on motherships, it's probably best to focus on the formation that gives you 15 resistance.
Central projection formation. Oh.
Yeah, and focus on getting your resistance as high as possible. While if you use destroyers, it's best to focus on elevation and to use the formation that has 1 hero in the middle up front.
That's central projection formation.
That gives you plus 15 elevation.
That's what you said for the last one. For mothership, you don't want to do central projection formation.
No, for mothership, you want the one with plus 15 resistance with the 2 heroes up front.
Okay, that's not central projection formation. 2 in the front, 3 in the back.
Yes.
Right? And then for destroyers, you want 1 in the front, 4 in the back. I think another thing also is in the early levels of the game, it's easier to upgrade destroyers first, of course, because that's what you start off with. So it's easier to advance through that tech tree. And earlier, like lower level players, will say people under level 40 or something, they have a higher chance of having more advanced destroyers than other types of ships, which means that they're going to have better evasion bonuses, which means if you want to beat them, you want to focus more on accuracy. But as you get on towards later in the game, and that's where motherships and occasionally cruisers, not really about cruisers, motherships and cruisers become more of a, like resistance becomes more of a thing than evasion, right? So when resistance is an issue, then you want to find ways to defeat that resistance. Usually you can get that through some sort of alien technology or maybe piercing cannons.
Piercing cannon or piercing fire heroes were very good against those.
Right. Okay. Doug Payton, in a fleet formation, doesn't matter where a particular fleet is positioned, or do you get the benefit of just using the formation? Some of the English text was apparently not written by a native English speaker. Yes, mostly not a big deal. Is there a place to send suggested edits? Yes, PM us. Just PM us at any time. How does the government stat or for a planet minister affect the planet? Thanks. Okay, let's start with the first one. Does it matter where a particular fleet is positioned, or do you get benefit just by using the formation?
Oh, I already answered this question, but this question gets asked a lot, and I also had the same problem in the beginning of the game, so I'm gonna answer it again. So, as for how to determine which hero or fleet that fires first, all fleets in the battle have the same range. Is the attacking fleet that fires first, starting from the heroes in the front line, starting from the left. And
Left to right.
Yeah, left to right in the front, and then it goes to the back line, left to right, and then the opponent fires in the same pattern. And also, as for also good to also determines which hero or fleet that hits first. So the fleets in the front get hit first, and closest hero to the firing fleet that gets hit first.
Okay, so for formations, basically you can think of like up and down, where they're positioned up and down, or forward and backwards, and then there's left to right. So forward and backward is the easier one to explain. Your ships that are in the front of your formation are usually going to get hit first, unless they're firing some kind of AOE skill at you, like spread fire or explosive fire. But generally speaking, no, not generally speaking, for basic attacks, your heroes up in the front are going to get attacked before your heroes in the back. So the rear guard formation, the one where it goes like 2-2-1, right? You literally have to go through all four of those guys first till you hit that last guy in the back. So, you put like your glass cannon, super attacker in the back there, and then you put all your tanks up in the front. And then in terms of left and right, like he said, the attacking, that determines the attacking order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all have the same range.
If they all have the same range. And left attacks first, and then it goes over to the right. Okay. Last question. Is there a predictable algorithm that determines which side fires first? Does a piercing cannon special ability... Oh, wait, no. Doug Payton has a few more questions. How does the government stack for a planet minister affect the planet?
Well, we already answered that as well. It increases the production or the effectiveness of all buildings on that planet, except for the cosmic production building.
Great. All right, last one. Is there a predictable algorithm that determines... Oh, wait. Yeah. Which side fires first? Does the piercing cannon special ability work at all if the target has negative resistance? No. This is if I don't undo. Okay. Does Tektite still have a chance to drop if you beat players who don't have both stats in the war? What are the mathematical interactions between attack, defense, evasion, and accuracy? Is it straight up subtraction? Let's start with the last one first. What is the mathematical interaction between attack, defense, evasion, and accuracy?
Well, attack straight up increases your damage. I can't give you an exact number, or a percentage, and defense that's the same, but for durability. As for evasion and accuracy, they both kind of work against each other. So,
but it is subtraction, right?
yeah,
If I have 100 evasion and you have 120 accuracy, then you have a plus 20 ability to hit me.
you will have will most likely hit,
You're most likely to hit, right? So,
but you won't always hit. Of course, there's still a chance that.
right. But the thing to remember here is that evasion and accuracy are not based on percentages, right? Right.
Right.
Right. So like that's something that confused me in the beginning as well. I was like, dude, I have plus 60 evasion. I should be able to dodge 60% of attacks. No, yeah, that's not what's happening. What's happening is your ability to evade has increased by 60, but that doesn't mean your ability to evade has increased by 60%. Okay. Next question. Does Techite still have a chance to drop if you beat players who don't have gold stats in the war?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Does the piercing cannon special ability work at all if the target has negative resistance?
No, it does not reduce the resistance.
Okay. Is there a predictable algorithm that determines which side fires first?
Well, we just explained that earlier. So
yeah, refer to that question.
If all fleets have the same range, it's the attacking fleet that fires first, starting from the front, starting from the left. So to the left, to the front, and then that fleet will fire first. Then it goes down to the next fleet in the front, then back to the back line. So
okay, great. So yeah, that's it for today. This was our first live stream type of thing. We didn't have really anyone that responded or asked us chat questions. But we're hoping if we can do this a regular thing and people kind of get used to the system, then we can answer questions while we're doing this stuff. So yeah, we're going to try to do this once a week, twice a week. No, once every other week.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah. So okay. That is all. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.